red light on?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the one of many pump tests that we have, or pieces of the testing, is a primer test. Can you prime within 30 seconds for any pump under like 1250? It comes out at 1911, NFPA 1911. It's not something that we typically do very often, but it's not a bad idea. Test your primer, see if it's working or not. We just did a dry vacuum test, so everything's dry. There's no water in the system, other than there is water in the tank, but that's okay because we've got that shut off. So the key here is you fire up your pump, and you should be able to have it prime and build pressure within 30 seconds. So when I start pulling the primer, that's when the clock starts. And Josh has a watch, I see. So he'll test us. Yeah, we are set up. Draft hose in, the water. Everything's dry. The hose is empty, and it should still be able to pick up well within 30 seconds. So no water in there. Yes, I do it with the pump running. I don't try and look under and look for water coming out of the primer. That's stupid. Watch the gauge as soon as your, the gauge, pump pressure gauge, as soon as that gauge jumps, that should tell you that you have water to the system. So here we go. No pressure. We'll mess with filling up the engine in a minute. What'd you get?
It's like 10 seconds.
Yeah, like 10 seconds. So that's one length of hose. I actually think that 1911 might say 2 lengths of hose, but nonetheless, that would have added like 2 seconds, maybe. So yeah, 10 seconds or possibly even a little less, completely dry. And I wasn't watching the primer looking for water to spray out, which might have sort of worked with the system dry like that. I simply watched this gauge. I watched my pump pressure gauge. As soon as all it did was wiggle a little bit, I know I have water to the pump. I let off the primer and it fired right back up. This primer is just a smidge sticky. You kind of have to tap it to make it go in. Lots of them are very sticky, pretty common issue, and it's actually really easy to fix. It takes about half an hour to pull this whole thing out, take it apart and clean it up.